It has been a little over a week since Elon Musk took over Twitter, and the place is it's a mess. I'm getting off.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll come back, but as of tonight, I'm done with Twitter.
They're losers. They're just losers.
We have very stupid people. Well, we have some of the dumbest leaders in the world.
How stupid. How stupid are they? How stupid. You are a rude, terrible person.
We have stupid leadership.
We have losers. We have losers. He's very low energy. I'm not used to that kind of a person.
Oh my God.
A total lightweight.
Investigating the insurrection, what do you make of Elon Musk reinstating Donald Trump?
The fact that he did it with a poll of which, you know, however many % of those could have been bots that aren't real people voting in that.
Here's a guy in the private sector, he couldn't get a job, believe me. Couldn't get a job. He couldn't do what you people did. You're all retired as hell and rich, okay? He wouldn't be rich. He'd be poor.
To subject the decision to a poll and a platform that could be easily abused that way. It just underscores the erratic leadership of Twitter now under Musk, but also the security concerns with security people fleeing Twitter.
When you report fake news, you are the enemy of the people. Go ahead.
There's a desperation aspect of this. It seems really desperate, or as we say in the vernacular now, thirsty. Because as Caitlin mentioned, this provocative image that he tweeted about, I think it was a Jesus, and you know, there's someone tempting Jesus, a woman, and
No.
I think it's a really good example of the thirst thing you're talking about, which is look at me, eyes on this. Advertisers, look, eyes are still on this.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come. I love it. I'm sitting there tweeting, bing, bing, bing. You press a button, bing, 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 bing. These are people that hate our country. Little mouth on them, bing, 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 bing. Where have they gone? Right under the toilet. Bing, boom, bing, like a rocket ship, except in the wrong direction. It's like puppets. Bing, bing, the bing, bing, bang, bang, boom. I was imitating puppets, and I said, maybe I shouldn't do that anymore. Everyone's attacked me, has gone bing. Everyone else, bing. Bing, that's the end of that. You know, it's the only thing he can say.
We've got some of, if not the best, salt from the weekend, mostly around the reinstatement of Donald Trump, but also from some interesting individuals like Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails, Tom DeLonge from Blink-182, who is more concerned with charging his fans $700 for nosebleed seats than anything else, I suppose, right now. But he's very, very upset about Trump being back on Twitter, apparently. And there's so much more going on. I want to say thanks to everyone who's been supporting the channel. I know this week is kind of a wild week because people are traveling and all this kind of stuff. So I want to make sure, I want to tell everyone, hey, travel safe this week. And I wish you all the best. The salt must flow, and therefore we must collect it. We must enjoy it. And all this salt is, of course, going to be brought to you by Private Internet Access. Check this out. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, it's 2022 going on 2023. If you don't have a VPN, you're missing out on a ton of benefits. Not just a more secure connection, but if you're paying for Netflix, Disney Plus, or any other streaming service, you're already getting locked out of a ton of additional content that you could be enjoying if you used a VPN. And since they've been sponsoring the channel so long, they've rolled out a massive discount for my viewers. That's right, 84% off plus 4 months free. It's $2.03 a month, 4 months free, 84% off. Private Internet Access also offers privacy on all your devices, lightning fast global server network. And look, outside of all the additional content you're going to be able to view out there using Private Internet Access, it also has a strict no logs policy. It's open source. It has state-of-the-art updates. It's instant to set up. You can put it on all of your devices, your tablet, your computer, your mobile phones. It has unlimited bandwidth and so much more. If you don't have a VPN yet, make today the day. Use my link in the description to get Private Internet Access, start being more secure, and unlock loads more content. So, of course, I started a bit of a thread on mining the salt that night, Saturday night, on a historic live stream from me. I think we had 10, 11,000 people watching. I know that's not like Tim Pool numbers, but that's massive for me on a Saturday night too. So I'm really glad everyone was there. We've got memes coming in, like Elon with his reinstated Twitter account, Donald Trump looking at it, McDonald's, now hiring ex-Twitter employees, all positions. But some of the real salt comes from leftist rage over Musk reinstating Trump's account on Twitter. This is BS. Leftists raged Saturday evening on Twitter after the CEO, Elon Musk, reinstated former President Trump's Twitter, despite Trump repeatedly saying he will not use the platform again. Now, again, now that I'm more educated on some of his business dealings with Truth Social, he may not, at least for a little while. I mean, of course he will, but it may be a little longer than we expected. The announcement from Musk comes after more than 15 million people voted in a non-scientific poll that he posted to his Twitter account asking if Trump should be reinstated. The results of the poll showed that 51.8% of the people said yes, while 48.2% said no. Now, of course, we knew that I talked about it on this channel. We talked about it on the live stream. All of my wonderful, intelligent viewers knew that this was a honeypot to find out bots. And essentially, Elon admitted as much. But let's talk about, Jonathan Greenblatt, who runs the ADL, which maybe there was a time that they did some good things, but all I can see now is them basically bullying and trying to extort people like Twitter for money and donations when they allow somebody on that they don't like, some of that nature. Like John Greenblatt, for Elon to allow Donald Trump back on Twitter ostensibly after a brief poll shows he's not even remotely serious about safeguarding the platform from hate, harassment, and misinformation. As we've said before, Trump used Twitter to foment intolerance, issue threats, and incite the attack against the American government. I disagree with literally all of that. And also, almost all of that is available from just about every other user on Twitter. Moreover, he showed no indication that he would do anything different if given the opportunity when at ADL and other Stop Hate Profit leaders met with Elon on 11/1, committed not to re-platform anyone regardless of stature unless he installed a transparent, clear process that took into consideration the views of society. Yeah, isn't that what a poll would be? Isn't that a poll? Like, isn't that a poll? I thought, and he got absolutely ratioed into oblivion, just ratioed into oblivion. He obviously went on to a couple other cry bully. He's essentially a cry bully. But you see, where is this here? Now for Elon Musk, he didn't. It wasn't that bad of a ratio. He got 132,000 likes. Oh, these are all people that are just salty that he was allowed back on. I'm guessing. That's what I'm going to guess. You see this one. Elon's decisions over the last month have been erratic and alarming. 9,500 comments to 4,500 likes. So these are people just coping. Frank Figaluzzi of MSNBC, the Russian bots have spoken. I'm sure that had the nose won, you wouldn't have said anything about bots. At Huffington Post, Trump was banished from Twitter not because of cancel culture, but because he attempted a coup using Twitter as a tool. I don't agree with that. I don't buy that. Eric Weinstein coping. This is such BS. I'm sorry, but you lost me here. Are all major decisions going to be Twitter polls? Wow, a lot of really hot takes from the popular vote crowd, isn't there? A lot of these popular vote, they didn't say anything about the popular vote in midterms either. Ever faced the voice of the people as a mob? Is a mob good? Come on. You wanted to reinstate him, so you did. I guess Wine is part of his last name. So the NAACP and Elon Musk Twitter sphere, you can incite an insurrection, which led to the deaths of multiple people. What about the Summer of Love? What about that? Any advertiser still funding Twitter should immediately pause all advertising. If Elon continues to run Twitter like this, using garbage polls that don't represent the American people and the needs of our democracy, God help us all. Literally what? He belongs in prison, not Twitter. This is BS. I mean, are you kidding me? Of course, you had great takes like David Levitt, who remember how he bullied that that Target employee, Tory. How many Americans will die because Elon Musk brought real Donald Trump back to Twitter? He's back, and every American who dies because of it is Elon's fault. Rob Reiner. Elon Musk is letting a man who led an insurrection to overthrow the government back on the platform, letting the lies and disinformation continue to poison American bloodstream. Yeah, he would rather you just keep watching CNN. Derek Johnson of the NAACP. Any advertiser still funding Twitter should immediately pause advertising. Why? Do you know why? It's like none of these people have any idea why people advertise. People advertise to sell products to make money. And right now, Twitter is literally the place to be. Will it be that in 6 months? Well, I can't predict that. But I can say that it's awfully interesting. It's awfully interesting just seeing the reaction of everybody here and seeing how, like, you know, that they're just absolutely melting down over this. There it is. He paid $44 billion and destroyed Twitter and reinstated Trump. Commented liberal writer Julia Loft. And here's a Blink-182 singer, Tom DeLonge, writing, Elon is a trailblazer holding massive insecurities. His desire is to be funny. He's holding massive insecurities. His desire to be funny and cool is loud. He's seemingly most moved by literally people just liking him. Yes, as a guy that, do we need to look at any of the lyrics? How about all the money you bilked off people for your UFO project? I mean, do we want to do that? Makes me want to vomit and quit Twitter. Liz Cheney, with Trump back on Twitter, it's a good time to watch the initial hearings. Bette Midler, what are you waiting for? This ale is going to give that lying sack of S another crack at the brass ring. Vote no to reinstate him on Twitter. I mean, to me, it's pretty simple. You just don't watch. You know, you don't consume. I mean, his Truth Social followings are going up. You see, you know, he's posting articles, all this stuff. He's not talking about Twitter at all. He posts these, you know, I thought he was maybe going to return to Twitter, but I don't think he's going to for a while. The longer he waits, the less likely. I mean, he's going to come back, but I thought for sure it would be today. Looks like I'm wrong. So if really he never comes back, then what are these people even upset about? I guess we'll know. I mean, life in general. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe, and we'll talk to you again real soon.